name is Lisa Spofford, and we're here at Rigatoni's Italian Takeout in Derry, New Hampshire. So we have a unique concept, whereas we cook to order fresh, homemade Italian pasta dishes. Things like chicken parmesan, chicken marsala, shrimp scampi, things that you can't get normally for takeout. Our most popular items are our pasta dishes. However, we do enhance that menu with homemade pizzas. We have all kinds of sandwiches. We make our own Italian cookies. We have desserts. We have an array of fresh deli salads. And we really do a great job on homemade catering. 90% of my recipes come straight from my mother and father and my grandfather and my grandmother. The menu is very authentic Italian. It's as if you were coming to my house. Well, we actually have two style pizzas. We have a pan pizza. We have a half tray and a full tray. Growing up as a child, every Saturday night my mother would make pizza. She didn't have any fancy pans, so she would just make it on a cookie sheet, bake it in the oven. Now, the only thing that was awful about that is my mother loved anchovies. She'd put anchovies on half the pan pizza, but the smell of the anchovies made the whole pizza taste like anchovies. The difference between gravy and sauce, and families fight over this for centuries, the difference between a gravy and a sauce is this. A gravy is any sauce made from the extraction of a meat product. So when you start making your tomato sauce and you start adding pork bones and sausages into it, it automatically transforms itself into a gravy. Now when I make my gravy, I keep it very simple because this way the natural flavors come right out of it. I do add a white onion and I render out the juices. And then the secret, which my mom always taught me, was I use a pork bone or boneless spare rib. I go to the grocery store and whatever I find on sale is what I add into my sauce to make into a gravy. So today I got on sale these beautiful country style pork ribs that have a nice rendering of fat on them. I also add homemade sausages. I use sausages from Bianco's. I think they're the best. And I like to keep them whole with the skins on so that this way the juice stays within the sausage. And then what I'm able to do is once everything's cooked, I can pull the sausage out of the gravy and the sausage is so tender, the juices come right out and drizzle all over your face. Delicious. Once I render out the meats, all you have to do is keep them slightly browned. You just want to sear in the juices. So I'm just using a little bit of onion, some pork, some sausage, some salt and pepper, and you're done. Growing up as a child, we always used Pastene Kitchen Ready. It's the bottom of the barrel, but in my family, it's the best of the best. And for restaurant style, the closest thing I could find is this Angela Mia. However, in the restaurant style, it's also packed by Pastene. So these are just wonderful. And all I do is just add them in. I'm gonna simmer this out. And then I'm gonna just season it up with a little bit of salt. And I'm also gonna add some ground black pepper. That's beautiful. You can already smell it. And then I keep it covered. For my purposes, I'm gonna cook this 3 or 4 hours. It gives the restaurant a nice smell. When everybody walks through the door, they're always like, oh my God, that smells delicious. And it's always because the gravy's cooking fresh every day. Once the gravy comes up to a boil, I add my homemade meatballs. Here's our meatballs. They're hand rolled. That's why they don't look beautiful, but that's okay because cooking is an art. Here we hand roll every single meatball. We cook them fresh in the gravy. I stir them. Again, I cover it. And I'm gonna stir this gravy about every 30 minutes. I love the eggplant parmesan. I enjoy making it. I love to see people's faces when they eat it because they really are excited to have real authentic eggplant because it's very difficult to find and it's very time consuming to make. So when they come here to Rigatoni's, they really can enjoy it as if they made it at home. So we cut the eggplant fresh, we peel it, we cut it, and we egg it and fry it right away so it stays nice and crispy. But growing up as a child, we always refer to Spucky's as a small sandwich, but here at Rigatoni's, everything is huge. So it's kind of an oxymoron. It really is a sub, but it's nice, crusty bread on the outside, soft in the center. A little bit different than a sub, which is all soft. Well, we make all kinds of focaccia breads, which we make daily on, on a different basis. And then we'll make different stuffed breads, calzones, and stuff like that. Oh, my cookies are phenomenal. I really have to say. We've actually made cookies for Steve and Tyler. And they are also from different family members of my mother's generation. And we have all different kinds here. We have almond macaroons. This is an Italian wedding cookie. This is a coconut macaroon. And the great thing about these two cookies is that they're gluten-free. I love the whole thing about the family. My employees can come in, they can bring their children, and nobody's gonna yell at them because a child came to work with you. And I just love the whole aspect of having my son come to work and having the freedom of just feeling like this is my own home.